Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this pink and purple halo eye. So if you'd like to see how I did it, just keep on watching. So to start off, I'm going in with this pinker shade from the Profusion Wanderlust palette. I'm using a Wet n Wild blending brush and I'm just running this into my crease, gradually building it up because I wanted it to be not quite so vibrant at first, since this is the transition shade.
It all started about a month ago. I found you a world away.
And then I do end up putting a little bit on the outer corner of my eye, just so when it fades out, it fades into the pink.
Condensing the sky, you're just another cloud. Something inside me hurt.
Next, I am taking this purple shade from the Profusion Wanderlust palette, and I am using an e.l.f. blending brush because these are a little more dense and I wanted it to be a little more precise. So I'm first just adding a little bit because I didn't want to go too overboard too fast. And then I do build it up to the intensity that I do want it to be. And I also place this on the inner third and the outer corner of my eye because this is going to be a halo eye. And I wanted those to help with the darker shade that I'm going to be applying there later.
Light in here can't compare to the light that shines from your balcony. The sounds in here can't compare.
Next, I'm going into this, it's like a purple, but like with more blue in it, so it's like more like a blue-violet. It's not quite like super purple, but it's not quite fully blue. I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm just using a defining crease brush, and I'm putting this on the inner and outer corners of my eyes.
To the sound of your voice calling my name.
And then with whatever I had left over on the brush, I am just going to be dragging a little into my crease so it kind of connects the two sides together. And then I went back in with that purple to soften up the edges of that more bluey toned purple-ish shade. And then I do go in with a little more of that first pink color as well to bring a little bit more of that back into the look because I felt like some of it was lost in the process. And then I do go back in with that darker bluish toned shade, and I just intensify the inner and outer corner of my eyes once more.
All I can do is watch the minutes take you there.
Then I went in with this shimmery purplish shade. It kind of has like a pink reflect to it, so it's really nice, almost like a duochrome. And I'm just putting this on the center of my lid. I didn't do like a center cut crease or anything like that because I don't want it to be too harsh, but you could surely do that if that's what you want to do. Another quick note I wanted to mention, I have used this palette before, and I didn't have any problem with staining. However, these shades did stain my eyes. It wasn't like anything awful, but I mean, just giving you warning, if you want to use these, they did stain my eyes for about a day and a half to 2 days.
You can't bear the weight. I'm tied down to what I know isn't real.
And then starting in on the lower lash line, I first went in with that pink shade using a small smudger brush from the Vintage Cosmetics company.
Acceptance is fate. Light in here.
And then I took some of that purple shade on a small angled, I think it's an eyebrow brush, I was just using it for this, and I pressed it on the inner and outer third of my lower lash line. And then I went in with a smaller detail brush and I took that more bluish, purpley toned shade and I place that closest to my lower lash line, on the inner and outer third of my lower lash line.
Can't compare to the light that shines from your balcony.
And then I went back in with that shimmery purpley pink duochrome shade, and I just popped a little on the center of my lower lash line. And then for mascara, I went in with the Tarte Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara, and I just used that to coat my top and lower lashes.
Sounds in here
I'll get you more later.
can't compare to the sound of your voice calling my name.
Then to finish off my face, I went in with the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the shade Sunlight, and I just used a Wet n Wild fluffy angled face brush to bronze up my cheekbones. And then I went in with this bronzer from the Wet n Wild Fire and Ice collection, or it's called something like that, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on the name of this one, so I will have it listed down below, but I just use that as contour because I wanted to have a really nice warm tone to my skin because I have cool tones on my eyes for this look. And then for blush, I went with a very warm tone blush. This is the City Colors Be Matte Blush in the shade Zinnia. And I'm just using an Aesthetica, I think this has a number, it's like a P12. It's a blush brush. Then for highlight, I went in with the Jcat Beauty You Glow Girl highlighter in the shade Bella Rose, and I'm using a Profusion brush to highlight my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose. And then I went back in once more with that purpley pink duochrome shade from the Profusion Wanderlust palette, and I'm just using that to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. And then finally for lips, I went in with the Kat Von D liquid lipstick. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember names of anything right now. I'll have it listed down below. I swear I will put it there. It's just not coming to me off the top of my head right now. But and that yeah, that is pretty much the end of this video. So this is just my second part to my Profusion Wanderlust palette review. I think it's a great palette. You should definitely get it if you're interested in it, and give this a thumbs up if you liked. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next one.